Are we live? Oh, yes, we live. Welcome to another episode of Just My Opinion podcast. I believe this is episode 19. Back to back live streams? Are you crazy? Are you crazy, kid? Yeah, I am that I am that crazy. So I'm doing back to back live streams because I've been behind. I do apologize. But nevertheless, I'm the best. We're gonna get into continuing coverage of the Tasha K Cardi B lawsuit. Now, the last time I did a live stream, it was a couple of days ago, and a lot of interesting things came from the past couple of days. Uh First, let's start off real fast, real quick. I don't know how long I'm gonna be doing these things because for some strange reason, YouTube doesn't find this content enjoyable or family friendly. Uh like I said, I'm not, cursing or showing you gruesome videos or pics, anything like that. All I'm doing is just telling you guys what have been transpiring in these past couple of days during this court proceeding. But yeah, I'm gonna just still give it to you. So I feel like I'm locked into this stuff, and I have been watching the coverage, and as well as reading several articles. Now, let's start uh, recently and work our way back to the past couple of days. Recently, yesterday, uh, trial ended fast, and the reason why it ended fast was Tasha K's team was trying to submit videos that have already been covered and talked about what's going to be acceptable and what's not going to be acceptable. And the judge has already ruled on these videos. But Tasha K's team felt like in several of these videos, there was stuff that they wanted to add. And the way they're going with this, and I told you guys this last week, is like they're not trying to fight what Cardi B's team is submitting to court and what the witnesses, I mean, what the jury is listening to. They're not even fighting that. Okay, they're not fighting the fact that Cardi B has tried desperately to tell Tasha K about these accusations that she be speaking on on a multitude of her live streams that are not true. Okay, about her catching a disease. She said that was not true. The herpes accusation, that definitely was not true. Tasha K talked about on a multitude of her live streams about uh, Cardi B putting objects in her private areas, which Tasha K, Cardi B repeatedly uh, Cardi B's agent, Cardi B's legal team has submitted documents, have talked to Tasha K's either team or Tasha K personally, saying like these are false accusations, and all we suggest for you to take down them or apologize or whatever. And Tasha K said, no, I'm not going to do that. Um, they're not, Tasha K's team is not even fighting that, even though Tasha K, when she was on stand early last week, she testified and it came right out of her mouth, right in front of God, the jury, and the judge, Cardi B's team, Tasha K's team. She flat out said and admitted that she knew that these were lies. But she said the reason why she kept talking about them, keep promoting these lies and keeping the videos up, because she was making money off of these live streams and these lies. I mean, these live streams and videos, which she knew 100% that it was a lie. Now, on top of that, Tasha K's husband echoed those sentiments and even told Tasha K, and they showed the video in the court, as well as told Tasha. And I remember watching this live stream. He kept telling her, "Why are you saying this? We don't know if this is true, so don't say that." Okay. And Tasha K tried to lie just a smidge, saying that, well, that wasn't my husband, that was somebody else. And that was approved. That was proved a lie. Not to mention the fact Tasha K looks extremely nervous on the stand. She keeps bumping into the microphone. She talked about, well, her legal team tried to give Tasha K some sympathy, some empathy to the court, to the jury. The jury panel. Uh, the origin of Tasha Case, if you want to sort of say that. And he was trying to submit a narrative that, Tasha Case started off very humble. At first, she started off as working for Buffalo Wild Wings, and she knew she had a talent as far as, uh, how should I say this? She was very talented in keeping a crowd, keeping an audience, and she felt like she can pursue that further. She was on the street team. The street team is a promotional team that do radio appearances and promotions. They come in this van, they go to these businesses, and pass out flyers and promote the radio station and things of that nature. She also worked in radio as well. Just let the jury know the origin of Tasha K and sort of soften the blow about Tasha K, because at that point, Tasha K looked like a petty, stubborn, jealous individual of Cardi B. And that's how she paid her dues and became this well-known vlogger on YouTube. And he was trying to maneuver Tasha K into saying what they were practicing. I'm pretty sure they rehearsed this. And you would think someone like Tasha K could remember something about that, about them rehearsing, but obviously Tasha K was stumbling at her words. She was very nervous. I felt like her being nervous and felt like she was being rushed. She forgot most of the stuff that they practiced before they went to the courtroom, and that just fumbled flat on Tasha K's face. It really didn't. It didn't paint her as a good human being. It really painted her as a pariah. It didn't really change. And like I say, I'm just guessing, but from what I watched, I watched, and from the articles, news reports, things of that nature, everyone is in majority of what I'm about to say. It didn't look good for Tasha K. Well, anyway, they was trying to submit some video evidence. The judge ruled a while back saying, look, we're not going to use this stuff. And there was pointing out a picture that there was one length of the video where Tasha K says, she was talking about Lovely T, and Tasha K, and Cardi B talking about they're trying to please the white people. They was trying to submit a video from Cardi B suggesting that she's a racist, but then at the same time, they wanted to put in a segment of the video where Tasha K says that they're trying to please the white people. So I don't understand, why would you submit this? And Cardi B's legal team was okay with it. If they want to do that, that's fine. But then the judge had to pull Tasha K's team in and say, are y'all sure y'all want me to judge on this? Do y'all really want this video submitted, because this does not paint your client in the best picture. All right. Uh, uh and they brought Tasha back to the stand, which we just talked about earlier, which I kind of figured they would, because I mean Tasha K is just giving, I mean, she's just working for Cardi B's legal team. She's literally working. I mean, this is free money for Tasha K's legal team. This is free money. They don't really have to do nothing. Okay. Well, let's fall back a little bit. Now they do have to see what they're going to bring as evidence on their side. I mean, they're working to that level. But as far as interviewing who takes the stand, they literally have to do nothing, because Tasha K is doing all the labor for them. She's building a better case on herself. Okay. And now comes the word. This is breaking news. Tasha K is now throwing one of her attorneys under the bus. She talked about she no longer wants this attorney to represent her no more. And I felt like and I knew it was a bad day for Tasha K's legal team, particularly this lady, because when I watched a live stream from when I watched the live stream, they were trying to get to the car, well, the vehicle, and a lot of people do this. Okay, a lot of people do this with automatic doors. Okay, and she did it. And what I'm getting to is, you know how you have the little device on your keychain and then you unlock the door? Well, you have to wait a few seconds and it'll click. You'll hear a clicking sound. But if you wait a few seconds, it'll stay unlocked. But if, as they're clicking it, and then you hear the little doorknob unclick, and if you try to immediately try to open the door, it's going to lock the door again. It's a safety feature, okay? And she did that. And when that happened, you can see her frustration in her face. You can see the animation in her arms. She was really upset at that point. And I feel like that was carried over, because it wasn't a good day for Tasha K's legal team. They look like amateurs. I don't really want to disrespect attorneys and lawyers and prosecution and look, I'm trying to, and I'm being civil about it, but it was like amateur night. They were trying to submit stuff that really did not have nothing to do with the case, and they was doing that all week long, by the way. And then they was trying to submit video footage that will make their own client look bad. And the judge it was one point I felt like the judge was working for Tasha K's legal team. Like, the judge was trying to represent Tasha K, saying like, look, this doesn't make your client look good. Okay. So, and on top of that, one of the attorneys were going to be held in attempt, because they just kept doing a lot of weird stuff during this week. They was trying to lead Tasha K on, trying to lead her to say, try to lead her into saying something that's not really coming from Tasha K's heart. It's just something that they done rehearsed. And like I said, maybe Tasha K was nervous. Maybe Tasha K started panicking and she forgot the majority of the stuff that they rehearsed. Or maybe it's just the rehearsing time. Maybe they rehearsed this stuff on the way to the courtroom, which is a bad thing. Okay. I don't know. She just forgot the material. And the judge wasn't too happy with Tasha K's legal team. And the judge took his frustrations out on this young lady. This young lady was another thing that I felt like was kind of amateur hour is when she was talking to the judge, she would fly her arms all over the place. Okay. And that the judge got upset about that, on top of all the other things that he was upset with Tasha K's legal team. It was just not a good day for Tasha K's legal team yesterday. And now comes word that Tasha K is not too happy with her legal team, well, with the young lady in question. And now she's throwing her under the bus. And I feel like, and I was saying this stuff as I was watching it yesterday, and I still feel the same way like what I'm about to say today. I feel like Tasha K's is going to, uh, they're going to try to figure out a way to throw this out of court or reset it and file. I mean, she's going to try to do anything to not, for them not to come to a decision. Now, they're down a jury member, and they was possibly two jury members, because one of the jury members had flu-like, COVID-like symptoms. And she acknowledged the courtroom about this when she was, earlier last week about it, about her son, I think it's her son. And now she may have COVID-like symptoms, okay? She don't have COVID. Now they're trying to explore options. They want to keep her. Tasha K legal team wants to keep her. Cardi B's legal team wants to keep her, and they're trying to accommodate this jury member. They was thinking of ideas like maybe having her in a separate room where she can just watch the court proceedings on video, but then there's going to be like video evidence that they're going to submit that she probably not going to be able to see. So I don't know what's going to transpire after that. Oh, when Tasha K was on the stand, she was talking like faster than the speed of sound. And it gotten so bad that the person that types every word everyone says, she was even saying, "Hey, slow down. I can't keep up. Okay, slow down. All right." This went from bad to worse for Tasha K legal team, because one, they're not disputing the arguments that Cardi B's legal team is presenting to the courtroom. They're not disputing them. They are in agreement with Cardi B's legal team. One, all the things Tasha K have said on her live streams and on her videos are false. And they did everything. They explored every avenue to cease and desist letters. They done what they supposed to do, and Tasha K refused to do it. All right, but they're not disputing that. They're not giving a reason why she never took the videos down, or make another video saying that these claims that was on the previous live stream, we just found out that these things are not true. The bottle incident where Tasha K alleged that Cardi B put a bottle in her private area, that was proven false. That wasn't Tasha K. That was somebody. That was not Cardi B that was putting the bottle in her private area. And they even presented that, look, we tried everything in our power to let Tasha K know that this is not true. This is false. You need to take the video down or delete the video. You need to make another video explaining that this is not true. Tasha K did not want to do that. They and her legal team, as well as Tasha K, are not presenting anything to say that what Cardi B's legal team is presenting is not true. They just co-signing to whatever they're saying. All right. So that's one thing that's killing Tasha K. Another thing that's killing Tasha K, they're and her legal team. I don't know if this is Tasha K's doing or Tasha K's legal team, but they're trying to present evidence That has nothing to do with the case. The Nicki Minaj, the shoe incident, the Nicki Minaj shoe incident. Why are you trying to present that to the courtroom? What are you trying to prove after we done heard 2 days of testimony of you, and then of you even admitting that this stuff is a lie? You even admitted on the stand you knew that this was a lie. And to take it even further, your husband told you on a previous live stream, why are you saying this? We don't know if this stuff is true. Stop saying it. Okay. So that even makes you look bad. But nevertheless, she's trying to present stuff to the courtroom that does not that has nothing to do with the case. And she's trying to present stuff that makes her look bad. She wanted to present a video of her, Tasha K, saying that they're working for those white people. But you just said in that presentation that you're trying to present an argument that Cardi B is racist, which, by the way, Cardi B is putting her own money for the people that lost that apartment fire. Cardi B is putting her money where her mouth is, and she's paying for a lot of those people's funerals. And the majority of those people in their funerals that have these funerals were black. So I mean, I don't know what Tasha K's legal team is trying to do. I don't know what Tasha K is trying to do, but they're not presenting anything to dispute the claims that Cardi B's legal team has already presented on stand. Okay. It makes no absolute sense. And on top of that, I told you this. I presented this. I told you guys this was going to happen, that they was going to bring Tasha K back on the stand because Tasha K is working for Cardi B's legal team. Tasha K's Cardi B's legal team, they don't have to do a whole lot of legwork because all they got to do is just put a mic in front of Tasha K. And then Tasha K is pretty much exposing herself. She's babbling. She's talking real fast. She keeps hitting her head on the, her mask keeps hitting the mic. She comes off as disingenuous. She comes off as being egotistical, that she had a personal, and it really, all of those false accusations that you just admitted on stand that you knew that was false accusations. Now you're presenting an argument that maybe you had some animosity towards Cardi B. And you didn't care about these things being truths or lies because you didn't like Cardi B from the beginning. So you got all this stuff going on. For the past, I just don't see this trial lasting. I feel like the only reason why this trial may last until next week is because of the incident with the juror, the juror that has the COVID-like symptoms. I feel like this thing should be over with by the end of this week. There's no need to continue this. Okay, this has been one-sided since day one. Tasha K and her legal team has did absolutely diddly squat to they have no argument. Okay, they have no horse in the race. Okay, and you can tell Cardi B's legal team, very professional, veterans. They know what they're doing. And Tasha K's legal team, it looked like they're ambulance chasers. I don't mean to disrespect their legal team. I'm sorry, but they look like a bunch of amateurs out there. They look like they don't know what to do. It looks like everybody has different ways of handling this trial, and everybody is doing everything at once. Nobody is not on sync. No one is on tune. No one is backing up no one on Tasha K's team. It's every man and every woman for themselves. And with Cardi B's team, it's fluid. They're all on one page. They know what they're doing. I mean, it looks bad for Tasha K. It looks very, very bad for Tasha K. All right. There was something else I wanted to say. Then I'm going to get to the end of this video because I have to go. Jesus. Okay, but yeah. Yesterday did not look good for Tasha K's legal team. And to make matters even worse, Tasha K is not too pleased with her legal team, as she shouldn't. And she's already put the young lady under the bus. She didn't like how she's handling it thus far. So already on Tasha K's legal team, you got a bunch of finger pointing. It's your fault. No, it's your fault. No, I wanted to say this. No, I wanted to present that. You have the finger pointing. You have already destroyed this. When you see a group of people and they're not working as one and they're finger pointing, you have already beaten that group. That group is beating themselves. Tasha K is really not helping herself. She's not even helping her matter. When they put her back on the stand, Cardi B's legal team eyeballs were, they were bulging. They're like, I can't believe they put her back on the stand. She is the worst person to put on stand. If you want to defend yourself, Tasha K, why are you going on stand? For someone who's a vlogger and has a mouthpiece and can think on the run, she didn't think, she just don't come off like that, okay? Tasha K looks like an individual that has to be prepared. She has to have a team around her. And Tasha K's smart. She knows that she has to have a team around her to be the person that she is. Okay, it doesn't come off like it's all her. Okay, she looks like she has to rehearse the things she wants to say, and I thought. And I used to think the other way around about Tasha K. I thought Tasha K was an individual that was very smart, very intelligent, has a mouthpiece on her, says what she wants to say, and she moves like she's playing chess. It's not checkers to her. But after watching her, after the 2 times that she's been on stand, she looks very amateurish. She looks confused. She looks like she don't know what to say. I have a very different opinion about Tasha K now moving forward. And I should have had this opinion about Tasha K because I remember a live stream where it was her and Lovely T.I. And Lovely T.I. was owning Tasha K. And Tasha K was stumbling. She was rambling a bit. She didn't know what to say. She was trying to convince people. People did not believe her. And I feel like Tasha K and Lovely T, the reason why they had that fallout is because of the Cardi B. I remember they was talking about Cardi B and Nicki Minaj going back and forth. And they went to a party or something like that. And Tasha K, I guess, Lovely T is very friendly with Cardi B and vice versa. And Tasha K took that as an insult. And then she said a lot of outrageous things about Lovely T. I'm not even gonna say what she said because and then the proof was in the pudding when it went on the live stream, and Lovely T just pretty much owned Tasha K, and Tasha K really didn't have nothing to say. She really didn't have nothing to say, and from that live stream, they no longer communicate with. They're not friends anymore. Okay, they no longer communicate no more, and to me. I should have known when I watched that live stream years ago. I should have known Tasha K was this same person that was on the stand. I was giving her the benefit of the doubt. I was making excuses for Tasha K. Oh well, they asked her to jump in the live stream. She probably wasn't prepared. She didn't know what they was going to ask her. I was making tons of excuses for Tasha K. And now I have a different opinion about Tasha K. I think Tasha K isn't as talented as I thought she could be. Uh, she may can talk loud, and the word a lot of people use is dragging. She could probably do that, but when it comes to one-on-one debates where you have to do your due diligence and your research, I don't think Tasha K can do that. She needs a team around her to make her look good. All right. But I mean, that's all I gotta say on the Tasha K thing. I don't know if they're in court. I think they're in court today. I, 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 I haven't been keeping up with it, and another reason why I haven't keeping up with it because YouTube be tripping, man. So I don't know if I'm gonna be doing another live stream about this. I might do a live stream on the verdict, but I don't know, and I see a lot of people doing live streams and doing updates on it all day long on their YouTube channels. I'm not that deep into it. I felt like I did that one live stream, and then I said I need to commit to another live stream. And now I'm saying I need to commit to this live stream. And I feel like the next time I do a live stream on this subject matter, I'm not going to talk about it. I mean, there's nothing left to talk about this subject because it's a foregone conclusion that Tasha K Cardi B is going to win. Now, how much of a judgment she's going to get? I know one thing: she's going to have to pay. Tasha K had to pay her legal team as well as Cardi B's legal team, and Cardi B's legal team look like it's money. All right. It's gonna be a minute. It's gonna be a minute before Tasha K's legal team get anything from I'm sorry, Cardi B's legal team is gonna get anything from Tasha K. I feel like Tasha K makes money, but she doesn't make that type of money, as you can tell. And I tell this to people all the time. You can tell how much somebody really makes on the way they enter and exit a building. And I know people are gonna say, "Well, what are you talking about? What does that have anything to do with anything?" You can tell how much someone makes by the way they enter and exit a building. Allow a brother to explain. When Cardi B leaves or enter or exit the courtroom, it's a bunch of SUVs. She goes in, you hardly even see her. She goes back into the vehicle, you hardly even see her. And she moves in silence. And notice how you have to look across the street to even get a picture or a video snag of her. It's not like you're right up on her. With Tasha K, you could be in walking distance with her, and if she wants to talk to you, you can communicate with her in walking distance. You can walk her all the way to her car. There's no security around her. Uh, there's nothing around her other than her husband and the lawyers. It looks bad for Tasha K. And I said this in the first live stream. I feel like from this day forward, if Cardi B wins this, think about this, folks. From this day forward, if you got the money, the resources, and the time, a lot of vloggers on YouTube is going to get sued, particularly if you're saying stuff on a live stream or a video that is 100% true. 100% false. Uh, they sent cease and desist orders to you, and you disregard them. They have personally contacted you, and you disregard them as well. So the next course of action is court. So I feel like it's a foregone conclusion. It's over with, and I'm just about done with this live stream. I will see you guys on the next one. I don't think I'm gonna be doing any more Cardi B versus Tasha K courtroom appearances because, like I said, I don't know what's they make my AdSense limited. I don't understand why. And then people say, well, you just care about them. But no, if it's limited, it's not going to be featured in a lot of areas. Y'all know that, right? I mean, why do it if if no one, if I'm not getting everyone on YouTube the availability to watch my live stream, or to watch the rerun of this live stream, why continue to do it? But anyway, I gotta go. I'll talk to you guys later. Deuces. All right, bye.